Hi, welcome back to the returning subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe down below. So this will be a prophecy reading, and the prophecy is actually be in tune. Let me burn some sage. Okay. Let me burn some sage or something. Be in tune, and I kept on getting be in tune with your emotions, because your emotions actually matter. Your emotions actually matter, and it was a matter of I should actually explain like high vibrations and low vibrations, and the fact that when you're in a low vibration, that's when you're feeling sad or angry or anything like that. And when you're in a high vibration, that's when you're feeling joyful and happy and all of that. So we just basically need to understand that we are human beings having a human experience. So it's just a matter of acknowledging the fact that, oh, I'm actually feeling sad, and you can't force yourself to feel happy, to instantly feel happy, right? So you just need to be in tune with your emotions. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for the messages. What other messages do you have for us? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I was supposed to take out this card, but whoa, man. Oh, what? Okay. So this card actually comes with the tarot cards, and this basically just explains this woman's story and how she's the one that actually drew. Wow. Okay. She's the one that actually drew the designs on this card. I mean, for this whole tarot deck. And when it comes to like tarot reading, there's a man that actually came up with tarot reading, right? And then in 18 something, she actually drew the designs for these cards, which are these specific designs that I'm using right now. And this is the original deck, of which you yourself, you can actually create your own deck, but this is the original deck from back then. Hence, like, the symbolism, the fact that this whole design has never changed, because it has a significant meaning. A significant meaning. So this woman is just chilling, being independent, loving her life. But looking at her facial expression, you can see that even though she has like all of this money and the fact that she's stable and independent, she's probably, like, looking at her facial expression, you can see that she's not fulfilled. It's as if something is missing, which could be a significant other, because you need to have a balance in life, right? Yeah. Ooh. I feel like explaining this woman's story, but someday, okay, someday. But I saw the Three of Swords, so it's basically understanding that your emotions matter. Your emotions matter more than anything. Well, okay. Okay, another thing that I get, because you know how people have different perspectives, not everyone views things in the same way. Another thing about this woman is the fact that it says here that when she passed away, she was actually like broke. But what I keep on thinking of the fact that how did she pass away without money, when she's the one who actually created these cards. And then this man, I can't even read, like it's like because of the light. Okay, but the man who came up with tarot reading, how did he not compensate her? How, to a point where, okay, it says here, she might actually be happy wherever she is because people are using her card, her designs. But the thing is, why did she pass away while broke? Oh, and apparently she was actually a designer. She used to draw and all of that, and apparently like all of her paintings and all of her paintings and all of her work was not found, but these specific cards, like these specific designs were found, like they were there. But another thing is that she passed away broke, which is what's happening right now, because companies actually, they use you to get all of those ideas and that information, and at the end of the day they don't even compensate you, and if they do, it's like they compensate you with like such little money. Yeah, so I'm wondering. And also, if she passed away, right, and she passed away broke, and this man actually found these cards, why didn't they actually try to find her family so that they can actually compensate her family? Do you get what I'm saying? This is also another thing of a person who pass away, right? And once they pass away, I'm thinking of the industry. When they pass away, because that person is not there, the industry or television or whatever, they'd actually create maybe a documentary or story about that person, but they don't compensate the offsprings of that person, which I never get. I never get. You don't want to compensate a person while they're alive, and you don't even want to acknowledge their work once they actually passed away. I don't get that. I genuinely don't. And also, this woman, the way she's the way her, well, the way she is, yes. Wow. And then the abundance card is next to it. Okay. To me, she looks like she's in the Four of Swords. Four of Swords. Four of Swords, which is, that one is meditating. Oh, and being still. Wow. She looks like she's in the Four of Cups. She's very disinterested in the fact that she was passionate. Wow, I'm channeling this so much. She was passionate about her work, and to her it wasn't about money or anything about that. It was actually being acknowledged about the fact that she helped in the invention of something. I'm guessing the cards. Invention of the cards. So why? Ooh, yeah. Whoa, and I was speaking about the Four of Swords. She wanted to be acknowledged for actually contributing to all of this, all of this work, all of this invention, and it was as if everything was burdensome for her because she was actually working for a specific company. But how do you work for a company, but once you pass away, your work is not found? Like, please make it make sense. Make it make sense, because I don't get it. And you can see that she's very disinterested in terms of how they weren't acknowledging her, but they were just using her work. And at the end of the day, it was a matter of this company came up with this, but then she's the one who was drawing all of this. Like, imagine, I don't even know if these are paintings or what, but imagine creating all of these. These are 72 cards, and actually not being compensated for all of that. Or they don't, like, and these companies actually have a lot of money. They have the power to actually, or the will to actually do that, but they choose not to. And I'm actually channeling someone. It's like I'm hearing that the industry just needs to compensate these people, whether they're alive or they're dead. They need to compensate them. And they can't expect things to actually go like to move smoothly when they don't treat the dead or the living properly. They need to start acting accordingly. So this is really the message that I was channeling. Basically, you need to understand how your emotions actually matter, and your emotions actually matter, and it's not like you should feel bad for the mere fact that you're angry or disinterested, because for you to actually end up being disinterested, for you to end up reacting like that, there needs to have been something that happened before that, right? And then that's also another thing about people. They do something to you. And once you react, that's when they actually want to come up and say, oh, do you see how she is? She's acting like but they are the ones that actually started all of that, and they wanted you to react like that so they can prove to other people that do you see how she is? But you actually know deep down how you are and what these people actually did. And obviously I'm thinking of timeline. I'm hearing timeline in terms of history. Also, another thing about history is that it's his story. So the most of the time the victims don't actually they don't get the chance to be able to speak up for themselves, because the abuser would have probably influenced everyone else because of their ego, right? So you just need to understand that your emotions actually do matter, and your body, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. So if someone does something to you, obviously you're gonna have to react in whatever low vibrational energy, which would actually be anger or sadness or whatever. But it's all about actually being still and understanding that you can actually go from that low vibration to a higher vibration where you're actually joyful or happy, right? But it's all about meditate, like sitting still and acknowledging that, whoa, this person just did 1, 2, 3, and this thing actually makes me feel like this, and I have the right to feel like that, right? And actually be okay with that. And once you've actually evaluated all of that, if you can cut them off, right? If you can just cut them off so that you don't repeat that cycle again, right? And yeah. And then once you actually acknowledge that, oh, I'm actually feeling sad, and okay, I can be still and actually realize that this person did this. After that, that's when you're gonna realize that that doesn't necessarily matter. I can cut them off, and then after cutting them off and learning from that lesson, then basically I can start being joyful, of which maybe you've cut that person out of your life, right? So what, because they are not there, then you can start vibrating at that vibration of which you were probably in before that person affected you. So yeah, that's the message. Thank you, spirit guides and ancestors, for the messages. Genuinely appreciate it. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. I love you lots. Please like, comment and subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend, share, because this video might actually help someone out there. Your emotions do matter, and you need to acknowledge them. Bye.